Welcome back, true believers and spectacular Spidey fans, to another really awesome Spider-Man PS4 related video. And I know my voice just cracked, but it's because of two things. One, it's because of how this recent news is extremely epic and also very accurate because of who the source is and where this news actually comes from, indicating on how actually factual it is. And second, it's because I did a video just 2 days ago talking about the web swinging for Spider-Man PS4, and it is now my most viewed video that I've ever created on YouTube, with almost 50,000 views by the time of this recording. It is absolutely insane. I cannot thank you any more than I possibly can for all you new viewers who have now just subscribed to my channel, because also with the views going skyrocketing through the roof with how many views that video got, but also it's because now, in only like the span of 2 days, I gained like 600-700 subscribers, and now I have over 3,000 subscribers. For all you new people who are watching my videos, my name is Filarca, and what I do is make Spider-Man PS4 videos. I do make lots of other Spider-Man related videos, but mainly if you want to stay updated and informed and kept excited for Spider-Man PS4, then I am your guy, and I will not let you down, as well as our amazing other individuals that we are from, called a group known as the Spidey Squad. And what we do is we make Spider-Man videos about anything you can think of for our favorite webhead, from movie news to game news to comic book news to cartoon news. Anything you can think of in regards to Spider-Man is what the Spidey Squad is for. So again, please, for the life of me, please, if you like what I do, then you're going to love what the rest of the Spidey Squad members do. So please go and subscribe to them on their YouTube channels and follow them on their Twitter pages and other social media accounts. It would mean the world to me, and I love you guys for tuning in, subscribing. All your new viewers, all you new people who watch my videos now, welcome. I hope you enjoy. I will not let you down in regards to Spider-Man PS4 news or any updates you can think of, because mainly what my focus is Spider-Man PS4 stuff. The other Spidey Squad members do a lot of Spider-Man PS4 content as well, because that's the thing that we're all excited about, mainly, rather than Homecoming or the new cartoon or the new comic book series. It's mainly Spider-Man PS4 that we are all really excited about, but we do other stuff too. But mainly, it's Spider-Man PS4, and we will not let you down in terms of news. So now, in regards to the actual news, this is very interesting and really exciting. So, if you new viewers did not see, back when E3 was happening, before E3, which was on June 12th, specifically on June 12th was Sony's press conference, and that's when we were all thinking we would get more of Spider-Man PS4, we would get a full-on demo, and a solid 2017 release date. And I did a video about my initial reaction, seeing that it was confirmed by a really awesome individual named Sean Layden when he was interviewed by certain individuals, and he flat out said that, oh yeah, there's these big PlayStation exclusives coming to E3, gonna be shown off at E3, like God of War, Days Gone, Spider-Man. Like, he just said it like it was just news that everyone knew about, like, oh yeah, Spider-Man's gonna be at E3. What's the problem? It's like, the problem is that Insomniac was so quiet throughout their entire year-long silence on Twitter and other forms of social media. They didn't say anything. They couldn't even say, like, oh yeah, Spider-Man can stick to walls, pretty much. Like, they were that silent, is what I'm trying to say. When someone asked, how's it going with Spider-Man PS4, they just kept saying, we're working on it, or like, hey, when's Spider-Man PS4 gonna come out? They said no release time frame has been announced. That's all they were saying on Twitter. So the fact that Sean Layden comes out of nowhere a couple days before E3 actually happens and flat out confirms that it was going to be at E3 was incredible. He didn't say when it was going to appear during the conference, and he also didn't say what was going to be shown for it, but he said that it was going to be at the conference regardless. And we were all freaking out, because it's like, are we going to have another PlayStation Experience scenario where it's not going to be there? But we were all speculating like it has to be there at that point. With Insomniac being that quiet for so long, it would have to have been at E3, and it was, and we got the demo, and it was amazing. The only slight problem was at the end we got a solid 2018 release date with no specified time frame of when exactly in 2018 the game will release until now, which, by the way, is very exciting and very interesting and very factual because of how it comes from the horse's mouth himself, from the amazing Sean Layden himself, which you guys don't know. He's, I don't know, the president and CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment. That's how high he was. That's why during E3 of last year and this year, he's always the one who's out on stage talking, because he's the big guy. He's the one who has all the ins and outs with all these other companies from Sony that are working on PlayStation exclusive games. He knows what's going on, and he knows how to schedule things, and he also knows when they are going to show the games next and when they are releasing. Which is why, since E3 was only a couple days away from when he was being interviewed before E3, it was already given knowledge that, oh yeah, like God of War is going to be there, Days Gone's going to be there, Spider-Man's definitely going to be there. So he just flat out gave all the details, he spilled all the beans, and he did an awesome job for just telling us that, reassuring the fans for just other PlayStation games, but mainly us Spidey Squad members and Spider-Man PS4 fans, is that we were going to see Spider-Man PS4 at E3, and it happened. And now we are in another scenario with Shawn Layden, which is similar in that he didn't say when we're going to see it next, but he did slightly tell in an interview on when exactly we could pinpoint the 2018 release for Spider-Man PS4. So basically, there is this giant, huge essay length of an article on a site called Telegraph, in which it gives all the lowdown on all these PlayStation games for Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, God of War, Spider-Man. There is so much detail in that article that I think it would be a disservice if I were to talk about it, so I think you should read it for yourself. All the links for these articles will be in the description. Luckily, there's another website called Push Square. They're known to kind of report on a lot of PlayStation-related games and updates, and they summarized it in a very nice and cohesive narrative on their article, which you should be seeing on screen right now, and they did a really great job of discussing all of it. So, at first, the title of it says, Spider-Man seemingly launching in the first half of 2018, God of War and Shadow of the Colossus 2. So those are other PlayStation exclusive games that lots of gamers are excited for. Shadow of Colossus PS4 remaster / remake got lots of crowd reactions when it was shown off. Lots of people are excited for that game. Same thing with God of War. A lot of people were really excited for that game. And here's the thing. God of War, I rechecked it on Sony's press conference. They actually showed it's going to come out early 2018. Now, even though this isn't a PlayStation exclusive, God of War is, but I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2, that's not a PlayStation exclusive. But the developers have said that it's going to come out in spring of 2018. And like I said in my previous video, people say, oh, Spider-Man can't possibly compete with these games. There's no way Spider-Man can beat God of War or Red Dead Redemption. And it was actually shown on some trailer statistics and viewing statistics on online digital media, is that Spider-Man was the most viewed PlayStation or game trailer from E3 this year compared to anything else. And yeah, granted, we didn't get anything from Red Dead Redemption 2, but still, compared to these other big title games, it was the Spider-Man E3 2017 gameplay demo that won all the views, and also got tons of awards at E3 by tons of other companies. So that's why just how important this game is, how famous this character is, and how really solid the gaming community is pushing this game, how we are all really anticipating this game, and how we want it as soon as possible, and how we might be getting it sooner than we think. So already I did a couple videos on this talking about, I did a video like just a couple days ago, when exactly will Spider-Man PS4 release in 2018? Is it going to be in the early seasons? Is it going to be in the middle of the year? Or is it going to be in the late months of 2018? And now we have actual, mainly confirmation from Shawn Layden himself talking about it. So in the Push Square article, it says, we've told you time and time again that Sony's moving away from the holidays for tentpole exclusive releases. But even after the dizzying first-party PlayStation 4 lineup in the first half of this year, still people doubt the tactic. Well, it looks like it's going to be repeating it in 2018, because PlayStation America chief Shawn Layden has told The Telegraph that all of, quote-unquote, the stuff coming in 2018 is coming in the first half of the year, unquote. Those games, given a 2018 date at E3 2017, included God of War, Shadow of the Colossus, and yes, Spider-Man. So again, Shawn Layden can do whatever the heck he wants. He is basically the head guy when it comes to these big marketing decisions for these games and these other companies that work for Sony and are first-party game developers for Sony. Like Sony Santa Monica is the developers of God of War. Japan Studio is working first party for Shadow of the Colossus, and also now with Insomniac being a first party developer for Spider-Man. And again, like I said, Sean Layden confirmed just a couple days before E3 that, yeah, Spider-Man's going to be at E3. He didn't say what's going to be shown or when it's going to be shown, but he at least said to confirm, to reassure a lot of people, oh yeah, we're going to have Spider-Man at E3, so don't worry. So now with this, saying flat out that majority of these games, God of War, Shadow of the Colossus, Spider-Man, are going to come early in 2018 or in the middle of 2018 within the first half, so through January through June is the first half of 2018. That's the first month of June to the 6th month, or the first month of 2018 to the 6th month of 2018. I can't talk right now because I'm super excited, but basically, we have a lot of given times on when exactly in those months Spider-Man PS4 could release. And right here in this article, it goes more in-depth into actually saying when it could actually come out. So they say, while Layden didn't specifically name the games, it's clear they are what he's referring to. We're already anticipate that, short of a development disaster, God of War will launch in March, because historically that's the month that the franchise has occupied. But what of Spider-Man? Well, Avengers Infinity War is scheduled to launch on the 4th of May, so that seems like a pretty solid time frame, doesn't it? Of course, the big wild card here is the Red Dead Redemption 2, which is going to scare every other game away. I don't really agree with that. Again, like I said, Spider-Man PS4 was the game of show at E3. It got so many awards, and tons of people love how it looks right now, and they're super stoked about it, and they want this game as soon as possible. And like what they just said, Avengers Infinity War is on the 4th of May. That's when Avengers Infinity War comes out. So, if Spider-Man is scheduled to release in the first half of 2018, so from January to June of 2018, mainly, yes, I think releasing it alongside of Avengers Infinity War would be a pretty good tactic. And also, even though strangely enough, E3 is in June, so maybe they would want to wait after E3 to show a trailer before the game fully releases, and then just release it like a week after E3. That could work out too, but I do agree with Push Square right here saying that it could release near Avengers Infinity War. I think that'd be a really solid time when to release it, and would kind of give people saying like, oh yeah, this isn't the Spider-Man Homecoming Spider-Man, this is a new Spider-Man, so I'll go buy this game. And then to end the article, it says, and it's worth mentioning that plans can change. Sony will have internal targets for all these games, even though it doesn't want to tell us about them. But the reality of the game development is that things are always fluid. If it meets its targets, though, we're looking at another insane start to next year. And again, Sony has never really disappointed with releasing their games. Granted, we waited so long for Final Fantasy 15, and also with The Last Guardian, where it was said at last year's E3 it was going to release on October 25th of 2016, then it was delayed for 2 months. So yes, I understand, development is a really tricky thing. Like what we saw in the gameplay demo, there are still some things that Insomniac can tinker with, and what they said in their E3 interviews is that they're going to keep improving, adding, and improvising stuff until it fully releases in 2018. So until the time and when it actually releases, Insomniac are just going to keep pouring their hearts into this game and making sure it's the best Spider-Man experience possible. But mainly, I do totally agree with this article. Some of you guys say that it's not confirmed, it's not true, it's just fake. I don't agree with that. Sean Layden, again, is the one who officially said this himself, and he hasn't gone back on it like he said, oh, I didn't mean to say that or anything. He's still sticking with this, that the majority of these games, like God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2, Sony Santa Monica with their, God of War, Days Gone, Spider-Man, all these really hardcore PlayStation exclusive games will in fact release in the first half of 2018. So that's just really exciting news. It's good that now we have to wait less, because when we saw the 2018 release date, we got scared and kind of upset and soul-crushed because we thought, are we going to have to wait until December of 2018 or near fall of 2018? But now, given Sean coming out here and reassuring everybody again, confirming that, yeah, it's going to be early to mid in 2018, without the first half of the year is when all of these games are going to release. So that's just really awesome news. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. For you new viewers, thank you so much for subscribing and watching my videos. I hope you enjoy. I will try my best to not let you down in any of the videos that I make, and I will do my best to keep the hype alive for Spider-Man PS4, because I do once again believe that this game is going to be incredible and will in fact be a life-changing experience for hardcore Spider-Man fans. So once again, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Stay spectacular, Spidey fans. Peace out.